The Podbreed Network is strictly for the small podcasts that are up and coming in the vast world of podcasting. Podbreed is made up of many diverse podcasts, coming together to achieve the same goal of being the best damn podcast network on the planet. Find out more at podbreed.com.
This is T-Boz from TLC. You're listening to the X and Y Show. Hope you enjoy.
The opinions expressed on the X and Y Show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y Show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y Show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y Show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
Welcome. Greetings. Welcome to another segment of the XY Show, and I'm your host, Roosevelt. So you hear the jingle bells, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. Oh, you know how I love this time of year. This is my time of the year. From the time that we start, from the birth months, this is what it's all about. It's 3 weeks away from Christmas. I haven't shopped for shit. But, it still feels good. It feels good. But, I must admit, for those of you who have listened to me, you know how I hate Florida. And that's where I live. I was in Miami, but now I'm in the other side. And it's still fucked up. It's not Christmassy. And it really fucks with me. I think as I get older, it really fucks with me, especially I'm watching all these Hallmark movies, and seeing snow and cold and stuff. And then it's, when I step outside, it's 85, humidity, and it feels like you're in the oven. And it's just hard to get in the Christmas spirit, at least for me, when it's like that. And, I really have to get the fuck out of here because it just don't feel Christmassy. I don't know how anybody can like Florida. I really hate this place. But anyway. So I hope you all are enjoying the time, even though if you're in Florida, even though it's hot as fuck, but if you're in other places, you're enjoying the Christmas season and watching a lot of Hallmark movies. You're watching Rudolph and Frosty and just getting in the spirit. And I just love this time of year. So I hope everyone is happy, I just hope everyone is happy. Life is too short not to be happy, especially during this time of year. So anyway, and that's something what I'm talking about today. But before I get into today's episode, I want to read a couple of letters. First one is from Paul. Paul says, I've been dating this girl for 2 months. We've had sex a few times, and we're becoming a real item. Recently, she told me that my penis was too small and didn't please her. It's 5 inches, by the way. I don't know why he had to tell me that shit, but okay. I'm thinking about having surgery. Your thoughts? My thoughts is you have to be one of the most stupidest motherfuckers on the planet, Paul. I don't know why people, especially women, and I say women because women are always altering themselves because of men. And, like getting bigger titties, women with Tic Tacs, the little titties, and they want to get more attention. So they make, they have the titty augmentations. And I know a lot of you women are saying, that's not true, Roosevelt. Women just want to feel better about themselves. That's bullshit. They get bigger titties because they know men like them. Stop fucking around. That's what I don't like when people fuck around. Stop fucking around. No woman is getting titties to feel better about themselves. They want to feel better about themselves because they know men are going to look at them. They're going to get more attention. They're going to be more attractive to them. Yeah, that's why. That's why they're going to feel better about themselves. So stop fucking around. Women, with Tic Tacs, they get bigger titties so men will like them better. Let's stop the bullshit. Women are always doing something, getting something injected in their asses, getting bigger titties, getting facelifts and all kind of shit to please men or please society. And I know this, I noticed that men are starting to do that shit, calf implants and, penile enhancements. That's what Paul is talking about doing. And I just, me personally, I just think it's a bad idea. I'm going back to Billy Joel again. You don't like the person the way they are, then move on. If they don't like the way that you are, move on. And Paul, you're in a relationship with this woman. You're not even married. You don't owe her shit. So if she wants someone with a bigger dick, maybe you guys need to break up and let her go find someone with a bigger dick. Because what if you get this operation, which is not, there's no penile augmentation surgery that's even guaranteed to give you an inch. It's not that, because it's really not. You pay a lot of money and you go through a lot of pain, but at best you're going to get like a few centimeters. And you can look that up. I did the research on a previous episode. So it's not like you're 5 inches and you're going to go in there and you come out and wake up and you're going to have 8 inches, competing with guys like me. You still going to have a small dick. You're going to have, 5 inches and 3 centimeters. 5.3 you're gonna be in. So it's not guaranteed. So you're gonna spend a lot of money, you're gonna go through a lot of pain, and it's risk in that shit. If the doctor fuck up, it can fuck up your dick. Why would you do that? I don't get why people alter themselves for someone else. You have to have a real low self-esteem about yourself. And obviously you are, not happy with your dick size because you wouldn't even be thinking about doing that shit. So, Paul, no, I would tell your girlfriend to kiss your ass. And I think you should break up with her because you can't please her. It's not like it's going to grow. If you have the augmentation, it's not going to give you a substantial amount of growth. So you're going to go through that and you're still not going to please her. So if she's telling you that your dick is too small, maybe it's time for you guys to break up. Let her go find a guy with a bigger dick because you can't do it, And if she don't like you for you, she's basing your whole her whole likeness of you based off your dick size, then she's probably not the one anyway, Paul. So, to answer your question, I would not do that. Absolutely not. Especially with someone who's a girlfriend. I mean, you don't owe her shit. So, no, I would not do that. All right? But Paul, tell your girlfriend to email me. I want to talk to her. All right, the next letter from Victoria. Victoria says, my husband enjoys receiving oral sex. I must admit it, he performs better after I perform it for him. However, I absolutely loathe doing it. And I'm thinking about telling him I will never do it again. What do you think? Well, I think, Victoria, you're making it easy for your husband to step out on you. I really do not understand why so many women make it easier for women to come into their bedrooms and steal their husbands away. Because that's what's going to happen. Victoria, your husband likes getting his dick sucked. And you refuse to do it for him. Or you hate doing it. And I don't get that. This is why I have a problem believing in love. Because if you love a person, and even if you don't like doing something, I mean, it's not like, something that's going to cause pain or bodily injury or anything like that. It's just sucking a dick. And you're being his wife. You're supposed to do that. You're supposed to like sucking his dick. That's your husband. I think about the times, for those, remember when Bill Clinton, the former president, he was with Monica Lewinsky and she was sucking his dick. And, I don't know because I don't know the Clintons, but, I wish I can ask Bill Clinton, did you ever get your dick sucked by Hillary? Now, we don't know, and I don't know, and don't give a fuck really, but I'm just saying, if we asked him that, what would be his answer? Did Hillary suck your dick? And maybe she did, but it wasn't enough. Or maybe she didn't do it at all. But think about it. If he was getting his dick sucked, would he have allowed Monica Lewinsky to suck his dick? I don't know. It's just some things I always think about. And I think that if he was pleased, maybe that would have never happened. I don't know. But my point is, Victoria, if your husband enjoys having his dick sucked, you should do it and shut the fuck up. I bet you have your pussy licked, but that don't have anything to do with it. If your husband enjoys something, you should do it for him. What is the problem? You love him, so you that's what you say. You married him. He likes receiving oral sex. So what is the problem? You women make it so easy. And you're thinking about telling your husband, I don't know how long you've been married, but you're thinking about telling your husband that you are not going to suck his dick ever again. Making it really easy for a woman on the outside to come in. And women they know what's going on. Women are experts at that shit. Another woman will come in and say, oh man, this guy's not getting his dick sucked. That's it? That's all I have to do? That's all I have to do to steal him away? And they suck his dick and more, suck his dick, swallow, and, a lot more than you. So you're making it easier for another woman, Victoria. Stop being a crybaby. That's your man. That's your husband. He enjoys something. Suck his dick. That's your duty. that is your duty as his wife to please him, and that's not something that's going to cause you bodily harm. I can see if he was enjoying choking you until you pass out. That's some different shit. Or he enjoys beating your ass before y'all fuck. That's different. Because there's some people who enjoy doing that, But sucking a dick? Come on. So, Victoria, I would not tell your husband that. You're making it easier for another woman to come in and take your place. Because that's what's going to happen if you tell him that. And you will refuse to do that again, ever? The fuck out of here. Anyway. All right. This week's episode. Be happy during the holiday season. It could be your last. Be happy during the holiday season. It could be your last. Or be thankful, rather. And be happy. I was just thinking about some things, it's kind of, I'm thinking about not even looking at the internet during the Christmas season because it's a lot of people that are dying. And me personally, I don't like to see sad shit during the Christmas season. You see that shit all year. It's just like, I don't want to see it. Can I have a month without seeing that? Or 2 months? Can I have 2 months without seeing someone's dying or, getting killed? Can I have a little time? 2 months. I just, it just, and the last month I've seen more people who have died. And of course, throughout the year, you see people who have, but the last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of people dying. A lot of celebrities, a lot of people, mass shootings, different ways. One that comes to mind is Kevin Samuels. Those of you who don't know, he was an internet sensation. He did stuff on relationships and that kind of thing. A lot of people compare me to him. I don't know why they compare us because I'm nothing like Kevin Samuels. We're total different styles. And I'm not knocking them. We're just different. And actually, I used to listen to him, and I agree with a lot of shit. Probably 98% of the shit he says. But I brought him up because last year he was living, and I'm just using him as an example because there's been many more. But he was living like last Christmas season. He was doing a lot of traveling. He was going to Miami. I don't know why he was going there, but he was going to Miami doing stuff for his show to increase his platform. He's going to Miami. I think he went to Texas, Dallas a few times. I think he went to L.A. So he was doing a lot of things. Then when he was back in Atlanta, he was doing a lot of stuff trying to increase his platform. He was, and I was like looking at him. I was like, damn, yeah, I should be doing that. And last Christmas season, right? And then he died. Who's when you was looking at him doing all those stuff, all those things last Christmas, who thought that might be his last Christmas season? Who thought that? I know I didn't. You don't think about that kind of stuff. And that was his last holiday season, because he ended up passing. If you all know, look him up. he ended up, having a heart attack and passing on. But that was his last Christmas season. So, and I say that because, there was a lot of people who passed, right before this holidays. A lot of, celebrities that you see, a lot of people that I know, last Christmas season, they were good. Or not just Christmas, Thanksgiving, the whole birth months kind of thing. They were good. They were healthy and everything was all right. Then this year, they're not here anymore. And now that I get older, that kind of thing fucks with me. Because, you think, you're older now, it could be your ass, right? So I just think we all get caught up in the wrong things in life. We forget, we take for granted. We take breathing for granted. We take life for granted. We just think that, we'll automatically be here the next day or next week, next month, next year. We just automatically think we'll be around, we'll be here. Well, that's not the case. I'll never forget, I watched Kevin Samuels, his last show. And it was a good one, too. It was a good show. I was drinking some little whiskey, just chilling, And he stayed on a little longer than he usually does. And fucked me up because, next morning I was was tired and shit. But I stayed up and I was like, man, this is a good one tonight, Not knowing that was his last show. He died that night. And, when you hear shit, like Kevin Samuels he had a heart attack, he died. The internet is so polluted with bullshit. You just can't believe everything. But it finally got confirmed. I was like, damn, I was just listening to him. I was just listening to this dude. And he's gone. That quick. So that's what I want all of you to remember. You could be gone out of here so fast. And a lot of you are walking around during the holidays and all year really, having petty arguments with people that know, your friends, your family members, your brothers, your sisters, your parents. Some of you stupid motherfuckers are walking around, I don't mess with her. I don't mess with my sister too much. She be tripping. There's a lot of stupid motherfuckers. Your family, you're the same blood. You don't have to agree with everything family says, but that's your family. You should love them. You should enjoy being around them. And as we get older in life, you don't know anything can happen. That person can have a stroke, can have a heart attack, could get killed in a robbery, could get ran over by a car, could be in a plane crash. It's all kind of shit that could take us out of here. Cancer, So we should enjoy one another while we can. Be blessed, be thankful. If your mom and dad wasn't the best parents, get the fuck over it. They provided for you. You had a roof. You might know it wasn't a Cosby family, but it was, that's all you have. You only get one mother, one father. Now, if they beat your ass, that's different. But if they, just because you didn't have as much gifts as your friend Tommy did, or your dad was never there, a lot of times things just get miscommunicated. Especially with parents who have split up. You hear all this shit from one side and, you don't get the full picture. So, all I'm saying is, you should be blessed. If you have a brother, if you have a brother or a sister, another sibling, you know, you should be, I'm not saying you have to be close and sing Kumbaya every weekend, but damn, you can't give your sister or brother a call. Hey, bro, how you doing? Hey, sis, how you doing? You doing okay? Just wanted to holler at you. You know, what does that take? It's some of you silly motherfuckers that are listening to this haven't spoken to your siblings in years. You think I'm bullshitting? You heard the stories. There's some of you people out there right now haven't spoken to your siblings in years. And some of you are headed that way. You know, don't even speak to your brother. Don't even speak to your sister. What kind of shit is that? What happened so bad that you stopped talking to your family? Well, a lot of you motherfuckers, oh, I still love them. You do? But you can't speak to them. You can't call them and say, you know, what's up? How you doing? How you feeling? Well, let's get together for a beer. Let's go to the strip club. You know, girls, let's go to the concert together. Let's sew a dress. I don't know, shit that women do. You can't do that with your sister. You can't do that with your brother. Your blood. And then, you know, when something happens, like they're in an accident, you know, and they die or, you know, get messed up or have a stroke or something. Oh, I wish we would have spent more time together. You have the time now. Spend time with your siblings. Spend time with your parents. You only get one mom or dad. And a lot of you crazy motherfuckers are walking around. Me and my mom doesn't get along. You know, me and my dad don't get along. Then when they pass, oh, daddy. Oh, my mom, I miss her so much. When they're gone, it's too late. A lot of you miserable motherfuckers are walking around in this way. Life is so precious. It could be over in a matter of minutes. This could be my last show. This could be my last podcast. You know, I could post this show and you never hear from me again. And what happened to Roosevelt? You know, life is so precious. It could be over in a matter of minutes. You're not guaranteed to get old. You're not guaranteed to get old. There's so much shit that's killing us in society, you know, besides all these crazy motherfuckers walking around shooting people. You know, it's so much shit they put in your food, and a lot of people are getting cancer, you know, and dying early, you know. So it's like a lot of things that are taking people out of here. COVID, you know. Sure, some of you know somebody who been taken out of here. I have a cousin that was taken out of here from COVID. He was young. He was in his early 40s. So life, all I'm saying is life is so precious. Be thankful what you have. You could be, it could be your last day. The next time you speak to your sibling or your parent or a friend that you fell out years ago for some bullshit that you don't remember. Oh, well, we don't talk. Why? I don't know. Life is so precious, and it's too short to be holding grudges and being, just being fucked up, walking around. You'll be so much happier to have a relationship. Some of you motherfuckers, you know, are fell out of with your siblings just based off politics. I've seen this with my own eyes. You know, I've seen brothers who were Trump supporters and other brothers who were Democrats or, you know, independents or whatever. And they're not speaking today because, you know, some of their brothers were Trump supporters. based off political affiliation. That's how petty some of this shit is. That you stop having a relationship with your brother and sister based off who they support in their political lives. The dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. And some of you are more stupid than that. We have to stop this. Think about how better society would be if everyone was happier. And that's one of the things that make you happy. You have a good relationship with your brother, especially if you two are two brothers and, you don't have any parents anymore. And it's just you two. Or your sister, you don't have any parents anymore. It's just you two against the world. And you're not speaking to each other. You don't have a relationship with them. Think about how better you would be to have a relationship with your brother or your sister or your parents. For some of you fell out years ago, some dumb shit. Think about how happy you would be. Like I'm not saying that you have to get together with them every weekend and sing Kumbaya. I'm not saying that. But what's wrong with picking up the phone? Hey, bruh, how you doing? Everything all right? Just wanted to holler at you. Just wanted to see how you were doing. I love you. Hey sis, how you doing? Everything okay? How's everything going with your house? How's everything going with your life? You all right? Everything good? I'm just thinking about you. What's wrong with doing that? What's wrong with picking up the phone and doing that? What's wrong with picking up the phone and calling your mom who's elderly or your dad who's elderly? Hey, Dad, I'm just thinking about you. Hey, Mom, how you doing? What is wrong with that? Be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for having a life that you can be happy, especially around the holidays. Because this could be your last holiday with that person that you so-called love, with your parents or your brother. This might be their last holiday. This might be their last Thanksgiving season. This might be their last Christmas. Might be their last New Year's. This could be it. This time next year, you say, damn, Roosevelt was right. My brother's gone. Roosevelt is right. My sister's not here anymore. Roosevelt was right. My mother passed. Roosevelt was right. My father passed. Then what? You gonna send a bunch of flowers, something they can't see? You gonna visit their graves, talk to them and shit? Talk to them now when they can hear you. Talk to them now. Be thankful. Because tomorrow could be too late. Anyway, that concludes another episode of the XY Show. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you really listen to what I'm saying. Be sure to check me out on the XY Show. You can hear my old episodes as well as follow me on social media. I'm on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. You can find everything on my site, which is www.thexyshow.com. www.thexyshow.com. You can find everything there, as well as the XY store. So be sure to check out the link and buy your new XY store shirt and let everyone know that you're a true fan. Send me a picture. I'll definitely post it. And that is it. Hopefully that, you guys keep sending me feedback and let me know how you're enjoying the show. Let me know what you would like to see in the show. And I will hopefully be able to provide that to you. And I really appreciate you guys listening and taking out a little bit of your time a day to listen to me talk shit. Anyway, that concludes another X and Y episode, and I want you always to remember that you cannot have love or lust without X and Y. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.